Very good morning to all joined here. We, the RMK Engineering College, is pioneer in many initiatives actually. One such best practice is generic talk series, madam, which is organized on every Sunday for the benefit of students community. Our students are getting connected with eminent personalities from industry through this event. So in this regard, you have joined with us. Okay, very warm welcome from RMK Engineering College. Actually, our principal is also joined here. Let me invite our principal, sir, to preside the function.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. So, a warm welcome to one and all for this generic talk series organized by RMK Engineering College. On behalf of our respected chairman, sir, management, members, all the faculty members, students, and my own behalf, I wholeheartedly thank and welcome our chief guest for this generic talk series. On behalf of all of us, I would like to welcome Ms.Reshma, Ramesh, Senior Developer at Tata Consultancy Services, for accepting our invitation and to deliver the session on the future of AI, trends and predictions. Really, it is the topic of the day, need for everyone to know about the future of AI. So on behalf of all of us, once again, I would like to thank and welcome our guest, Ms. Reshma Ramesh, for accepting our invitation to deliver this session.
Thank you.
I also would like to thank the organizing department, Artificial Intelligence and Data Science Department, for making all the arrangements to bring such an eminent personality for conducting this generic talk series. So thank you, and wish you a very wonderful session today by Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Sir. Let me introduce today's chief guest. She's Reshma. She's a 4X Azure certified data engineer working in Tata Consultancy Services as senior developer. She's skilled in Microsoft Business Intelligence, performing ETL on a large data set with the help of SQL Server Analysis Service, SSAS, SQL Server Integration Service, SSIS, and SQL Server Reporting Services, SSRS, Azure Technologies. She builds the SSIS packages and SSAS cubes from scratch. She has experience in optimizing query, business, Power BI reports, and Azure technologies. Currently, she is working in automation process using AI technology. Here are her professional and academic achievements and certifications. She is awarded by the project client in TCS for her dedication and contribution to the timely delivery on the project. She received On the Spot Award, Best Team Award, and Special Initiative Award from TCS. She completed the following Azure certifications: AZ 900 Azure Fundamentals, AZ 104 Azure Administrator Associate, AZ 400 DevOps Engineer Expert, PL 300 Power BI Data Analyst Associate. She topped in her academics also. She excels in extracurricular activities also. She's a Veena player, keyboard player, classical dancer, Carnatic singer, and good at graphic designing. Thanks for joining with us, madam. The session is yours. Please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am, for the warm welcome. So, let me just share my screen.
Yeah. Manikandan, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. It is visible, madam.
Okay.
Today's topic is the future of trends, AI and trends and its trend and predictions. So basically, on our daily basis, we use AI either directly or indirectly. So I'm happy to take this as a topic and share with you guys because everywhere you go, there is an AI. Okay, so you might not see or you might not understand it is an AI, but there is an AI for sure. Okay. So recently, our Tamil Nadu government has launched a Chennai One app, right? So it is also having some AI technology. So it predicts what are the ways you can commute from one place to another place. So it is also an AI. So basically, we can see multiple example when we go through in our daily life. That's the reason this particular topic has been given to you guys, as you guys are the budding guys, because you would be coming in the future engineers, and you need much more competitive skills than the present engineers. Okay, so you need to be very 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 competitive, and it would be, the future would be like survival of the fittest. So you should have that much of knowledge. So that is the reason, actually this is a good initiative the college is taking for all the students, like having the series talks on every Sunday, so that people can understand all the technologies, and they have some knowledge at least on all the technologies. So it is a very good initiative, ma'am. And this is our agenda for today. So we would be discussing on every aspect. So how AI evolved, how AI works, and what are the current trends in AI, and what are the day-to-day life AI agent we use, and what are the things we have in our industry. What we also use AI. Okay, so we use AI for our coding, we use AI for everything. But what are the AI agents we have in industry? I will going to showcase you all those things, and what would be the prediction of AI. So how engineers would have the scope in AI. So all these things we would be going to cover. Also, recently some magazines and some websites conducted surveys on AI. Okay, I will just showcase you what are the results of those surveys as well. Then, as usual, coming to pros and cons, everything has two sides, right? So we also have pros and cons in AI. So let's also discuss about those topic as well. So basically, this is about me. I have 3+ years of experience in Tata Consultancy Services. I'm currently working as a data engineer. So I'm skilled in Azure Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse, SQL, and etc. So currently, I'm also working in automation task using AI. So I have 4x Azure certified. So it is a very useful certification. I would recommend you all guys to have a basic knowledge. So once you move on to the corporate, you guys can start learning and get the certifications. Okay, so you can also do all the certifications and keep it with you. It add great advantage to your resume. Okay, and have daily interaction with all the stakeholders as well as the clients, and we are just working on some migration project as well. So let's go on to the topic of today. What is AI? We have artificial intelligence. AI is not just an artificial intelligence. Okay, what is AI? So we guys are humans, and there is a mission which we created, that is system. Okay, so a system which becomes more intelligent, which becomes more talented than us, then that system will be called as artificial intelligence. Okay, so we are the one who is going to create that system, and we are going to feed all the things even which we don't even know. Okay, so that kind of a lineage work is known as the artificial intelligence. It creates an physical line, or it creates a small line between human and the machine interaction. Okay, so in future, the current advancements looks like in future AI would be more intelligent and more capable than us. Okay, so that kind of world we are just moving on. So this is what artificial intelligence. It is nothing, a system and a mission that performs the task which requires the human like intelligence, as I said, which includes it uses everything like reasoning, learning from experience, recognition patterns, and making the decisions. So reasoning skills we also have, learning from experience we guys also have the same. So whatever the we do, if we did something wrong, we used to learn it and experience it, and then we will be moving on, right? So that kind of learning from experience even artificial intelligence also have, and it recognizes the pattern. So pattern recognition we all did when we are kids. Okay. So when we are kids, we used to see, okay, this is an apple, this is a banana. So that kind of pattern recognition, artificial intelligence can also do, and making decision. So nowadays, making decision is getting reduced in humans. Okay. So they are afraid to take decisions. They are not, I'm not saying they would not be capable, but they are afraid recent days. Okay, all the Gen Z kids are afraid to move on further, even the millennials. So it is like decision making is getting reduced in humans. So whereas artificial intelligence is using the decision making skills and it is getting improvised. Okay, so all these things who given the technology to a mission, it's we, right? So whatever we know, whatever we do, everything can be done by artificial intelligence because we guys are the one who are going to feed it everything. Okay. So basically, if I am just creating an artificial intelligence, I can just feed it whatever I know, right? So I may not be completely well versed in all the technology. So whatever the technology I know, I will just feed it, and someone using it, they might have some different mindset, they might have some different in person view. So in that case, if they go and do some analysis on that particular artificial intelligence mission, then they would be having some different perspective and they would be searching differently. So that is the reason we have given a learning from experience. Okay, so if I am going to say something and get some information, then some other person is going to say something different and get the same information. Then artificial intelligence learns, okay, these are the two ways they used to communicate with us. So it can also be said like this as well as that. So this kind of differentiation artificial intelligence can able to do because of its learning from experience process. Okay. So and similarly recognition patterns and making decision is something similar. And making decision, how it makes the decision, what algorithm it uses. So basically, artificial intelligence is most probably built on machine learning and deep learning technologies. Okay, so via that, we have to feed a lot of data to make one particular decision. Okay, so that is what a big task in the artificial intelligence. For example, if I need to recognize a difference between cat and a dog, I need to give artificial intelligence as agent a lot more cat images, a lot more dog images, and I need to say this is dog, this is cat, and I need to explain the features to it. I need to improvise it. So by giving the features, so cat it would be having this kind of ears. For dog, it would be having this kind of ears. So everything we need to give, we need to mention, and we need to give it explicitly. Okay, then only it can able to do the right decision making. Else, it would not give us the right decisions. So this is one of the thing in the artificial intelligence. And the another thing is it can stimulate the human technology. So for example, in future how the AI would be in the sense, even it can able to cook. Okay, so if we just feed it, it can just cook, it can do all the household chores, we just want to simply sit in sofa and take rest. Okay, that kind of situation may occur in the future. So this is all about artificial intelligence. Now let's go on with the evolution of AI technology. So, how it got evolved? Recent days only we are hearing artificial intelligence, right? So, but in 1950, nearly around 75 years back, they already figured out artificial intelligence. Okay, so 1950 is the starting point of artificial intelligence, but the current trend came on around between 2020 to 2025, because every people, due to the high use of mobile technology post COVID, it has become a common thing, like a future trend or a highly used word is artificial intelligence. Okay, so basically, in 1950 itself, they have figured out what is artificial intelligence, how a machine can interact like a human. So it has grown one by one, and then at last reached what current AI is. Okay, so the first system, which is called as Turing test. Let me just go to the next slide. So this is the first AI proposal which has been made. Okay, so what is Turing test? Let's see. A system has been created with a some set of data. Okay, it doesn't have all the set of data. It has some set of data, whereas a human is also been placed in the same position. Okay, so one interrogator would be there, and he is just questioning the system. Can you please tell what is this? And he used to question the same to the human, but he will be like an hidden member, because he should not see who is the responder. Okay, either it may be from computer or it may be from human. What this interrogator should identify is whether the answer came from computer or a human. So in this test, the interrogator could not figure out from where the answer is coming. He considered both the results as a human responding result. Okay, because the computer can able to respond that much of accuracy as like a human. So this particular test is called as Turing test. Okay, so this is the first ever AI which has been created. It was a simple AI. The questions were not released in the websites, but the thing is, let's consider they might have asked what are the features of Apple. Human might also responded and computer might also responded, but the interrogator could not figure out the difference between both the response. He considered both as a human responded, and that's where the computer got achieved. Okay. So if we could not figure out this is a computer responding thing, then automatically it is a achievement for that particular agent, right? So that is what called as Turing test. And in 1980, expert systems came. So expert system is nothing but, and in 1956, a Dartmouth conference, a person who is called as John McCarthy, okay, he coined the system called artificial intelligence. So he is the father of AI, okay. So John McCarthy on the Dartmouth conference only he has coined this. So 1956 they coined the term called artificial intelligence. Then comes our expert system, Deep Blue, Deep Learning, and GPT, Chat GPT, then the multimodal. Let's see one by one. So, what is the expert system? For example, we used to guide the system how to decide on. Okay, so that mimic the human decision. So this is how the expert system is being created. Okay, everything we can say it is an AI, a sample of AI. Okay, for example, if I'm just doing a calculation, let me I'm just putting a calculation like 5 into 2 equal to 10. So this is, I can calculate it in a similar way, machine also calculating it, right? So it is also one of the indirect AI technology. Okay, so we cannot say AI is just something which can able to interact and interrogate, and it just does all the analysis and decides. Even as small fundamental things also, we can consider it as an AI technology. Okay, whatever the human do, if a machine can do, then that is an AI technology. So next, in 1997, a Deep Blue which has been created, which is a chess game. Okay, so many of you have played a system chess game for sure. Even you guys might have played the recent trend is Ludo, right? So you can also play the Ludo. When you're playing, it makes the correct move. If you are playing one and a system, if you are playing this kind of opponents, then if you see, as per your move, the system will be moving, right? So this kind of thing is also an AI, and it has been identified even in 1997 itself. So it was identified by IBM, and the one more, the biggest thing is it has defeated the grandmaster of that time, Gary Kasparov. Okay, so this is a biggest achievement for AI on 1997. Okay, so it was like 1990s. It was like a complete world without any technology. But during that time as well, they have defeated a grandmaster using a mission. So think how the AI might have, how the people might have knowledge on the AI technology during that period itself. So next thing is in 1998, a first robot, a Kismet robot, which is being demonstrated in the MIT college. Next comes our 2K part. So in 2006, deep learning technology has been introduced, and as you guys are aware, you guys all might went through deep learning technologies, machine learning technologies, and everything. So it was first enabled on 2006. So it uses neural networking. Before that, there was nothing called as neural networking, but in 2006 they have introduced it, which goes in feature by feature, and it started learning it. Okay, next on 2011, IBM Watson's Jeopardy is a biggest achievement, and it was being spoken by every news channels. Okay, so because it it was similar to the Turing test. Okay, they made a big stage and they kept one mission and a human, and they started interacting with both of them. But IBM Watson has one human. Okay, so even a human cannot answer, but IBM Watson able to answer it. So there came a biggest revolution. Next comes our AlexNet and Siri, Alexa. So all this comes after this. So I hope you guys are all aware of these technologies because it's your period, so you might have already aware of these technologies. Next, in today's world, there are so many AI agents. Everywhere you go, there you can able to see the AI agents. Now let's see how AI works. So for we if we you go to ChatGPT and go something, ask something, it will be giving you some values or it will give you some answers, right? But behind that we have a biggest network. Okay, so it first senses your question, then it perceives like okay, so this question is related to this particular topic. It will just perceive, do some perception, then it processes it and go and search on two things. One is its past knowledge. Okay, if your question is asked by someone else, it just go and search it. In case if it is already answered, then it will just learn it and get the answer from there and decides okay, this is the right, this should be the right answer, and it gives you the results. In case if no one has questioned the same what you have questioned, it will do some intention. So what would be the intention of user who is questioning this? For sure, you might have given some more data brief and everything, right? So based on that, it understands your intention and it reasons it. Why they want to ask this question? So this is their need. So it used to analyze it and it provides the reasoning. Then it collaborates with all the external sites. For example, even if you go and see on any AI technology and ask them, can I get some song? It will not provide you just a song file. It will provide you only the link for the songs, right? So what happening there in the sense, it just collaborates with the Google Chrome. Okay, not only Google, it might have some websites based on that it decides. Okay, so that's how the reasoning and collaboration gets done. Then once it got collaborated, it goes on with the decision and checks whether the decision is correct or wrong. So once the decision is made, it goes with the action and it executes, and that's your result for your question. Okay, so you might receive it in a minutes. You might receive the answer in a minutes, but behind this there is a bigger network flow. So this is just a simple concept I have mentioned. The actual AI network would be like this. Okay, so see how clumsier it is. This particular technology is somewhat lenient and easy to understand, but here it is a bigger picture, right? So all these things happen in a single AI agent. So that is how our technology has grown. First, they might have just created only this particular sequence, but now current AI agents, any agent, if you take, it might be an image generator agent, video generator agent, PowerPoint generation. So any agent, this is the basic architecture we can say. Okay, it might be also more bigger, but this is the basic architecture. So as you saw in the previous slide, it also has interaction, perception, reasoning, planning, execution, as well as the learning. Okay. So based on the learning, it creates a knowledge base, it creates a logic interference, and it creates a heuristics. So based on the perception, it understands the concept and it processes the inputs. So based on the interaction is generally like giving an input, getting an output. So it generates the output with it interaction to the API. Okay. So if I give something, it interacts with the API, and from there it generates the output to me. So this is how the communication part done. And the learning part, it has some memory where it stores all the learning. So it is not like you guys use AI, but it is not like all your data might be somewhat secured. Okay, so for sure your data might some data might goes into the memory of the AI. Okay, so it uses for further references, and it uses for the future future decision makings. Okay, so then comes the adaptation. So it adapts. Okay, if you're correcting it, it adapts to it and it gets the feedback, and it just stores it in the memory again. So execution is nothing but it does the monitoring, tool usage, and action selection. So it decides, okay, this action need to be done or this action. Should I need to give output now, or should I need to interrogate again with AI? Should I need to question the user, or can I provide the output? So all this kind of action it decides and takes. Okay. Then planning. So it plans optimization, strategy, and goal setting. For example, if you go and ask something to ChatGPT, it gives in a paragraph, right? So to read that paragraph itself, you need half an hour of time. So that kind of things can be optimized, and then it will be providing. So if it is a providing a paragraph, then it might have gone a biggest story. Okay, it gone through a bigger story, and then it shortcut and providing you a paragraph. Okay, if you ask it to provide a two-liner sentence, then it shorts every paragraph and it just provide you a two-line sentence. So that particular kind of shrinking is called as an optimization, and then it uses strategy to figure out what are the things. So this is a biggest network, but a basic network which all AI agent uses this particular things. So currently AI is there in everywhere. It is used as a personal assistant. I will just let you know everything in the coming slides. Okay, so it uses a customer support. For example, even in customer care, they are currently using the AI. Okay, so we are receiving the computer calls as well, right? In case if you guys might have scheduled the interviews, you might have received a call asking for confirmation. So that kind of customer support, even when you are putting some insurance, there they are using AI. Okay, so it has been used in multiple factors. Automated software development. Yeah, softwares can be developed using AI. I will just come in the next slide. Okay. So then comes the sales outreach automation. These are already there. Content creation and marketing, market research, financial analysis, healthcare support, supply chain, and help desk automation. HR, project management, shopping assistant. So all these things, even in real estate too, they are using the AI technology. So what are the current trends? So in education, there is a trend. They are just using AI technology to teach the children. Okay, so every future or every moment we cross, there is a new technology that gets created. Okay, and we guys need to get adapted to the new technology. So in our education as well, a teacher cannot teach or cover all the subjects, right? So they might be having experience or expertise in one particular subject. So to help them, to help them in teaching everything, AI is used in the education. Okay. So the current students, the current small children are not much interested in manual teaching, right? So they want something interesting. So for that, if we keep a robo nearby a teacher and we do some interactive session with that robo and the teacher explains it, it would be more easier for them to understand, right? It would be somewhat playful as well as a joy of learning would be there. So that kind of AI in education is being used currently. Even I hope you guys might have done your homeworks with the AI too, right? So it is used in that way as well. Next, coming to AI in gaming. For as I said earlier, the chess games and Ludo games, everything uses the AI technology to figure out what move it should keep next. And then come the AI in retail or e-commerce. So you might have used Amazon, Flipkart, all these things comes under retail and e-commerce. So AI in healthcare, it is very, very important and the most prominent technology we have. Okay. So currently they are just using, if I'm a doctor, I can sit here and I can operate in my hospital. Okay. That kind of technology they have built in the AI in healthcare. It was not currently available in India, but in other countries, I think in Russia, they have just created this particular technology. Okay, so they are just implementing and it is in R&D format. So once it succeeded, then it would be coming into the biggest boom in the AI world. Okay, so AI and drones. I hope you guys might at least gone through the videos of AI drone shows, which happens during Independence Day or any government festivals. Okay, so in that case, they used to have a AI drones. So that particular AI drone show, it just creates an image in the sky, right? So that thing has been created because of AI. Okay, it also uses the AI. It is not just like giving an image just to do it. It uses the AI technology. Then AI in entertainment, you guys also knows about it. Actually, you guys are using AI as an entertainment purpose only, right? So current trending, nano banana, and all these things are just for an entertainment purpose. And AI in transportation, as I said in the first Chennai One app, it if you just give some place in Chennai, I want to go here, it is telling me various routes. Okay, you can use this route and you can use this route and reach that particular destination. Not only one single route it provides me n number of routes. Okay, so that is where AI in transportation and AI in construction, manufacturing, finance. So all these three sectors comes as a single thing because construction work, how the AI is being used in the sense, nowadays robots are being used for construction. Even the similar like manufacturing, factories are having so many robots to manufacture the things, right? So robots in the sense that is not like a humanoid robots. It is like a machine that takes lift and shift. So this kind of works also done by machines. So which also uses AI technology. So here comes an easy person along with the CSE AI. So here comes a mechanical person along with the CSE AI. So if you guys are in CSE AI technology, then you have scope in all the fields. Then comes our AI in space exploration. So currently they are getting so many information from space, right? So it is all comes via AI technology. And AI in agriculture, they are predicting the weather, and they are predicting whether it will be raining or not. They are predicting the soil quality. So all these things comes under AI in agriculture. So in our day-to-day life, the recent trends and the recent AI agents we have are Meta AI, right? So every people who are feeling alone is regularly chatting with Meta AI, and they are thinking we have some company, right? So that kind of friendly emotional bond Meta AI is getting on. And Google Gemini, I cannot say this because you guys are already aware of it, as you all might have tried Nano Banana trend and AI Sari trend, right? So it is a trendsetter nowadays, okay? They just had a clear mind and they just marketed it into the students community. Next is ChatGPT. As you all know, it is also a personal assistant. Perplexity. It is a new thing, an Indian-based product, so it is very easier and it has features with advanced understanding skills. Okay, you guys also can use, if you are an Airtel user. I think currently it is a free thing only, so you can use the Perplexity and see how this agent works. Just do comparison between agents. Okay, how Meta AI works, how Google Gemini works, how ChatGPT works, how Perplexity works. So just do some comparison. And Tesla AI, as you all know, they are creating a driver without human intervention. Then IoT mixed AI. So we have so many things: Wi-Fi connected fan controller, Wi-Fi connected AC controller. So all these things are related to AI. Okay. Next thing is easy travel in Chennai. As I already said, one of the Chennai one application. So basically, whatever, when you step outside of your home, for sure you will be using at least one AI. If you even use a Google Map, that is also one of the AI technology. So current AI in industries. If you want, I will just share you guys this particular presentation so you can use it for your future reference. Okay, so if you want any ideas, we have ChatGPT, Claude, and Blink. Website, in the sense, we have these many things for writing, chatbot, automation, image, video generation, designing, music. Even for music, see, we have AI technology, AI agents, marketing, personal assistant, and for mainly for coding. So if you are guys are not good at coding, just use all these AI agents and start learning coding. Okay, so how it works, in a sense, if you just have want to write some code to print some asterisks in a star format, if you give it, it will present you the code. Okay, so it will present you that you can use this particular code. Just go here and do the deployment. It will show you this particular results. So it was very accurate, right? So it will be like you no need to learn the coding if you have access to ChatGPT or this particular Copilot things. So, what are the future predictions of AI? So, currently we are in 2025, right? So, what they have a knowledge is on 2027, they want to make an advanced AI. On 2028, they want to make it more worldwide used AI technology. And on 2030, they want to replace human with an AI with humanoid robots. Okay, it is very dangerous as well as very useful. Okay, so if you see this in one angle, it would be a most dangerous one, but if you see it in another angle, it would be very useful thing. So on 2030 we can expect at least robots surrounding in our streets. Okay, robots might go in our street and purchasing for us. So this might be expected soon. Okay, if not on 2030 also, it would be coming in 10 years or 15 years for sure. So that kind of world we are in. Okay, so this is the future, which we call as quantum as well. Okay, so quantum AI is the complete future, which is going to be we are going to learn everything, and we need to be in the survival of the fittest for sure. Okay, so AI plus robotics is was the humanoid robots. So it plans to replace the humans with AI. This is an unimaginable future where all humans would be replaced in all the sectors. Okay, for sure, there is a 2 or 3 person who need to manage or repair that particular humanoid robots, right? So, if we want to be in that position, then we need to upskill ourselves. We need to be the survival of the fittest. Okay, so, how to improvise? If you see the prediction, for sure, some people might get a fear. Oh my God, this is the future. Then how can I survive? So, the only thing is be the creators of AI, not the users. Okay, you no need to use the AI technology because why you are giving the data to another agents? You create your own agent, train it, you just talk to your agent, train it, and you be the creator, you be the one among the creators. Okay, so that kind of improvisation you guys need to do. As you are in college students, you can create small AI agents. Okay, it doesn't require like it needs to be have complete knowledge. You can at least have among with your students, you can provide the class data into that particular system and ask, tell me about this girl, tell me about this boy, have a background about this girl, like that you can just tell it so that it can provide that girl's photo and date of birth, so this kind of details. So it would be very useful, right? So create such kind of chat bots or what I can say AI agents. Okay, so train your AI agent and be the masters of AI. Okay, not the users of AI. So as I said earlier, all of you might have used the nano banana trend, but how many of you have searched how the nano banana trend works? So most of us won't search, won't do that search, right? So we used to see, oh, this is nice, and we used to use it. That's all. But have a practice of identifying what might be the architecture behind this particular trend. Okay, so if you start learning that, it would be more interesting and it would be playful. Okay, it will be like a joy of learning. So this particular nano banana trend uses diffusion based reasoning. So it uses the neural networks to train via deep learning algorithms, and it suppresses and increases the noise in particular image along with the it just pairs the noise and the image. Okay, then it provides the high quality images. So that is how it goes, and this is the basic diagram, very basic diagram for this nano banana trend. Okay, so once I am just providing an image, it is separating it into a noise model and the image model. Okay, so it generates this ODA data and it gets paired with this particular, for example, in one particular space, the brightness would be high. The other particular space brightness would be less. So that is what called as a noise in an image. Okay, so what is its hue? What is its saturation? What is its brightness? So that kind of analysis is called as noise in an image. Okay, so it just pairs that noise with an image and it just use its efficient already trained models and it just matches it. For example, if you are going with sari trend, it uses the sari model and it just matches with your human shape, and then it gives the exact output of your particular picture and the sari. Okay, so this is how it works. So this is just a small architecture which I have explained you. If you go and surf in the net, you will be figuring out the complete architecture. So you can create your own trend and be a trendsetter. Okay. So as I already said, there we would be looking for the surveys. So currently, there are so many websites and so many institutions which had done the surveys on AI agents. So what kind of surveys they done is they done Google Gemini versus ChatGPT, Copilot versus ChatGPT, Meta AI versus ChatGPT, Perplexity with ChatGPT, and IBM Watson with ChatGPT. So what common in all is ChatGPT, right? Because until now, ChatGPT is the top, okay, used by n number of people in the world. So that is the reason they used to compare everything with the chat GPT. So what are the results? Let's see. So between Google Gemini and chat GPT, now at the recent trend, so Google Gemini is getting higher. range of users. Okay, because it's image generation process, as you know, already know the trends. So 80% accuracy of image generation is identified in Google Gemini compared to ChatGPT. Okay, so if you give your image and ask to make it some Ghibli art or whatever it is, it will provide. It will not change your face features, whereas ChatGPT will change your face features. Okay, so there ChatGPT needs an improvement, whereas Google Gemini invented that improved features. Okay, then coming to the Copilot and ChatGPT. So we guys in our industry, we used to go with Copilot, okay? Because if I'm asking something to Copilot now, and after 1 hour, I just want to continue asking the same, okay? So I didn't get the answer. Can you please change this code? Like that, if I'm asking, it provides a detail generation. I no need to give each time the historical things. Uh, for example, I just giving an error. I got an error and I'm just giving an error. So can you please correct it? It gives some details, right? So in case of ChatGPT, when I'm coming next time, I need to paste this error and I need to tell when I ask you, this was the answer you provided. Can you please rectify it? Like that. Whereas in Copilot, I can just paste the another error. If there is a continuation of error, I can paste that. So I implemented this was the error. It will have a remember, it has a memory capacity. So that is the reason all the IT technicians or all the IT people go with Copilot, not with ChatGPT. Okay. Then comes as a Meta AI versus ChatGPT as personal assistant. So Meta AI in WhatsApp is more used by people who are alone, okay? Whereas ChatGPT, they are not much interested in using it because Meta AI is emotionally good and even it appreciates you in every perspective. Whereas ChatGPT, it will not say what we are. If we go and speak to ChatGPT, we will get frustrated, okay? So that kind of thing happens between Meta AI and ChatGPT, so Meta AI won it. Perplexity with ChatGPT, for sure, Perplexity is a new one, so not much users are there. So the survey might have got with ChatGPT. But let's see what would be the future. Maybe Perplexity also may win it. Okay. So it, according to the recent survey results, Perplexity may need a lot of improvisation in the module to provide the accurate information, and it also need to have some fact checks. Okay, then comes our IBM Watson and Chat GPT for crisp information. IBM Watson is the better one. Chat GPT will give a paraphrases. So what are the principles of ethical AI? As you guys know, we have an AI, then we have some principles, right? So it should respect the human anatomy, because it should not be like a human population getting reduced. It should not be like a Environ 2.0 movie. Okay, so it should respect the human anatomy, and it should not have a thought of replacing the humans. So that kind of coding and programming we need to do. It should not be used for a wrong purpose. Next one is non-maleficence. It should not harm human, and the beneficence is should always be good to people. It should never do anything wrong to humans. Okay, it should be justice and fairness. For example, if you are asking something, it should be responding you. It should not consider your nationality, gender, or any biases. Okay, so avoiding everything, it should respond to you, and it should be diverse and inclusive, and it should prioritize human needs. That is the reason we have AI, for sure, right? So this particular principle is like be prerequisite maybe. Okay, and it needs a continuous monitor and evaluation, because in case if we didn't monitor it, then for sure whatever happened in the end movie might can also happen within us. Okay, so we should be very careful and monitor it, else the data might go out. Okay, for in company's perspective, data might go out, data might lost. Okay, so a continuous monitoring is 100% needed. Okay, and it should engage with stakeholder users and communities experts to ensure AI system is meeting their needs or not. If they give some feedback, they should accept, it should accept the feedback as well. Okay, so what are the ethical concerns of AI? So The same as I told in the principles, we have the same in the ethical concerns. One is bias and fairness. The another one is transparency and explainability. So when I ask something, it should show me the transparency. It should have transparent in that, okay, and it should be an explainable one. If in case if I'm asking something at it, it doesn't do any fact check and it is giving something, and I started believing, okay, this is the thing, then it is a wrong information communicating between humans, right? So it should not do that. It should be transparent and explainable. The next one is accountability and responsibility. So basically, AI does not take any accountability. Even if you go and ask AI, actually, it is an ethical concern because when you go and ask something, it will be providing us an unsure results. Okay, even it will say, as I am an AI bot, so I cannot provide all the complete details, but I can provide whatever I know. This is what its answer would be. Okay, you can ask it, will you take accountability for my homework after you doing the homework? It will not agree to take the accountable. Okay. Next one is privacy and surveillance. So for sure, this is very very important for all the users, right? So what are the current advantages of AI? Everything becomes easy for everyone for sure, right? Using AI, everything is getting easier, and there is no struggle or no research specially needed. We can, if we just Google, instead of Googling it nowadays, if we just ask AI, hi, I saw this, what does it mean? It will just provide us the results, right? So if I capture an image of other language, can you please translate? It translates it for me. So it is becoming very easy, and it saves time and cost. For example, there are so many free agents. If we use that, it would be free of cost and easy to use. Basic reading skill is enough. If we know English, it is enough. Nowadays, in Tamil also, AIs are started working, and it guides anything at any time, even at in the midnight. If you ask something, AI is ready to help you. It provides a simplified life to you guys, and it is a massive human replacement. Okay, it can be said as an advantage as well, because there are some places where humans cannot even enter, but there we can implement AI, and it can does the simpler job, right? So it is one of the advantage, and same way it also impact human as well. Okay, so this is the impact of AI. It makes humans feel very lazy nowadays, right? Because all the information are in the phone tip, then why should I need to research? So what for? All the research papers are done to research only, right? But as we have AI, we are not even going through all those things. Okay, so the personal understanding or learning skill is getting reduced because of AI, and it reduces creative thinking. As the learning is getting reduced, automatically creative thinking is also gets reduced. Next, more belief on AI information without knowing its accuracy. So even reason at the start of AI, they came one thing like someone multiplying 2 into 2, but it gave something like 3 or some results. Okay, so in case if I am an uneducated person, so if I am using it the AI and it gives me a wrong information, what my mind thinks, oh, this is the right information, right? So if they are educated and they are well versed in that particular domain or subject, they know, okay, this is a wrong information which AI provides us. But if I, some people also using who are not having much education background. So if they use us, they might think, okay, this is the right one. This creates a wrong belief among the humans, right? So that is the reason, and it has been considered as one of the ethical practices. It should not, if you see AI is using that, kindly report it. You might also get awarded for it. Okay, so Google, every AI technology is providing a special award uh, on yearly basis to the users who has criticized the AI. Okay, criticizing in a sense, it should be real evidence with evidences. Okay, so yeah, so that it would be useful for their training and it will be helpful for their model, right? So because of that, they can earn the money. So they are having something called as uprising and appreciating the person who is figuring out the bug in particular AI agents. So you guys can use that as well. And the main important thing, which is for all our engineers, is unemployment go peak in upcoming days for sure. So unemployment in the sense how it would be in the sense, for example, currently one job is done by 10 people, whereas in future one job to handle the AI agents we need two people. Okay, so the eight people might lose their job. If you don't want to be in that eight people, you should be the survival of the fittest. You should learn a lot, upskill yourself, then you should be in the top two, not on the eight persons who are going out. Okay, so this is one of the major concern which can happen either in next 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, but for sure in next 20 to 25 years it will happen. Okay, then over dependent of AI can make humans more lethargic, right? As I said earlier, it will make lazy, so it will also give us a lethargic one, and makes the world more competitive actually. So if I know everything via AI, then what is the competition which is there, right? So all the people know everything via AI, so there would be a more competition. Oh, you guys, you know this, I also know this. Then come, let's just be a competent and let's see who is better. So this kind of world it might create. Okay, and the another most important thing is, as I showed you, right? AI in industry, how it uses AI in industry, everything is cost. Okay, we have only few AI which is free agents, whereas all the other AI agent tools are very costly, even it is an unimaginable amount. Okay, so for a single day it costs very huge. Okay, so that kind of expensive the AI agent tools are. So, what is engineers' expectation? As I said earlier, current industry situation is, if currently it is 10 is to 1, it may go in 2 is to 1 in future. And we need to be more upskilling. Don't learn prompt engineering, learn how industry creates the AI. Okay, be the creator, not the user. This is the first, from the first I'm telling. And be well versed in data structure algorithm, machine learning, and deep learning technologies. So everywhere job is ready. As I told you, if you are in AI, you can get job in mechanical, ECE, whatever it is. Okay, in finance or every industry you have a scope, but we should be competitive and we should be ready to learn it. That's the only thing we have. So that's all for today. Hope you guys can reach me via, this is my LinkedIn page. You guys can reach me via the LinkedIn. In case if you have any queries about any technology, you can ask me. I will just help you and guide you on the same. Okay. So hope this session would be useful for you. And in case if you are coming as a future AI agent owners, then I would be very happy because I am also part of your journey. Okay, so let's create a modernized India by having new technologies and bringing up new AI agents. Okay, so thank you and all the best for your futures.
Thank you, Reshma. Thank you so much for your presentation. Students, do you have any queries? Please can you post it in the chat box? Yeah, good. Actually, Reshma, some of the queries I received in that chat box. Actually, that one of the student he is asking that regarding that AI, how far it may be affect our career, like he is asking.
Okay, so AI, as I said earlier, so it will for sure affect the career. Okay, so for example, currently, even in our particular organization, also we are having layoffs. Okay, So how it is affecting, in a sense, we are doing an automation in AI. So what happens due to the automation, they don't want monitoring peoples at all. Okay, so currently if a team has 10 monitoring people, they want to reduce it only to 2 monitoring people, because there is no much more needed, right? If everything can be done automatically, then why we need to sit and monitor? So that is what their question. So what happened here, we guys need to be extra talented to showcase our talents. So that's how the career is getting impacted. But if you are well versed in and having a beautiful talents, like you should give idea to the people, like how you can automate. In case if you are going to your organization in maybe in next coming years, then you should able to give your things to the you should open up. Okay, so you should open up and you should showcase how you are, and these are the things we can implement. You should be creative and you should provide the idea. That is how you can save your job. So for sure it will be an career concern, but you can survive. That is the only thing I can say.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And one more question actually from that another student is asking that uh, to enter into company, A is must or not?
Actually, in the current trend, AI is not must. Okay, so the thing is, it will add an advantage for you. Okay, so you can tell them like, I have created this AI chatbot. So in case if you want, we can also implement this in future. So you can provide them an offer like, I have this particular technology in me and I can utilize it for your future. But in recent recruiting process, they are not mentioning AI is a must thing. So if you come in, they will give you training and you need to work on AI. That would be the case.
And actually another one, actually one of the student is posting that actually I belongs to CSC department. Shall I want to study separately a subject like he's asking?
Yeah, kindly do that, because if you know it, it would add an added advantage for your resume. Okay, your resume would get weightage, and in among 1,000 people, your resume would be a separate one. Okay, so kindly go and read the AI technology. For now, use all the free courses. You can go ahead with the Coursera course, and there are so many things. Even in Udemy, also we have so many free courses. So learn it and try to implement it, not just go ahead learn, in the sense you no need to just like that playing a video and in a 1.5x speed and just completing it. Okay, your target should be learn it and you should understand it. Okay, so you can also try to implement and see how AI works and everything. So it should be a practical thing.
And next another question is actually if I want to choose the software company, how I can identify a based job?
So AI based job, there are so many. If you have a dream or goal of only going to AI based jobs, then you can go and apply on ChatGPT, Google Gemini. So it is not like only big college peoples would be going there. Okay, even a small college students can also go there. As you guys are already in a big college, you can able to easily enter into those companies. Okay, the only thing is you should be alone. So if you want to be alone, you need to learn a lot. So if you want to apply only for AI based jobs, you need to focus on the complete machine learning concepts, and there are lots of AI based jobs we have. So you can try directly to the AI agent jobs. For example, in India itself we have Perplexity, right? So you can apply to Perplexity. You can apply to Zoho as well. Zoho is also implementing their AI technology. Zoho is becoming like the next Google nowadays. Okay, so you should apply for that company. Also, you can go ahead with, if you are coming to MNCs, you cannot say you would be put on AI only. But if you apply for product based companies, for sure you can apply based on AI based jobs.
Next question actually, now all are telling about the quantum computing. In this one, what I want to focus, AI or quantum computing?
So basically for now focus on AI. Okay, so because all the computers have not implemented AI currently, so to implement itself it would take another 15 years for sure. Okay, so next 15 years for sure, if you learn AI it will have a good survival for you. But quantum, when it comes as a major thing, you can start learning it. Okay, for now focus on AI, because all the people will not go to the recent advancement. They will be go step by step, because if an organization is there, they will check on all aspects. They will check cost, efficiency, speed, everything, right? So they cannot go and directly implement in the something which is in R&D now, right? So for now focus on AI, then you can go on with the quantum in the future. But next 10 years AI would be the only one which would be as a survival thing.
Okay. Okay, students, thank you. Anything else? Okay, as of now, that's all that questions, I think. Okay, students, if you have any other questions also, please post it later on also. We will discuss.
Thank you
Then we
guys,
can,
and
yeah, then we
all the
can
best
get
to
the,
you.
yeah, sure. Then we can get that answers from our resource person. Okay, and now it's a time to end. Good morning to one and all present here. We'd like to thank our management, our chairman sir, vice chairman sir, director sir, and advisor sir. Our inspiration of our principal sir gave us full support to conduct this program grand success. Thank you, sir. Our full guidance and right direction by our HOD madam is a major part of this program. Thank you so much for your guidance and direction, madam. Thank you, ma'am. Our resource person, Ms.Reshma from TCS, she is a senior software engineer, as well as she is not only the senior software engineer, as well as she is a very good motivator also. Thank you, madam. Thank you for your valuable speech, and your presentation is more useful to our students to enhance their knowledge. Thank you, one and all. Once again, I would like to thank all of you. Thank you very much for your wishes and support this grand success. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.